Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Friday morning, June 20th. It's 8:11 a.m. Another day here in Tokyo. It's kind of nice out. It's cloudy. It's not as hot. It doesn't feel as humid even. So it's supposed to go up to 90 today, but maybe it won't. All right, anyway. Here we go for another where will this video end up? On the cutting room floor. So I'm on my way to Yayoi-ken for breakfast. I'm going to stop at the supermarket, pick up a few things, and then get ready for my massage appointment today. It's Friday. Going back to Nogata, my old neighborhood, for an amazing massage. For what it's worth. I have so many problems. I have to tell him about my foot, so he won't be able to do anything about my foot, but he seems to know how everything is interconnected, so maybe he can work on something somewhere. So last night, or yesterday, I was reviewing my notes from ChatGPT about my foot. So I have tibio-posterior tendonitis or something like that. I got inserts for my shoes yesterday. Feels like my sneakers are too tight now because I'm wearing socks and a compression sock and inserts. So I don't know about this deal. Anyway, I was looking at my notes and ChatGPT recommended taking NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, what's the D? Drug? I don't know. You know, I grew up with aspirin, Buffrin, St. Joseph's baby aspirin. Then all of a sudden we got Tylenol, Advil, Motrin. I don't know what all these things are. NSAID, paracetamol. Where did all this stuff come from? So I don't know what's what. I bought some Tylenol. I think it was for my back. I went to a pharmacy and I asked if I said I have back pain. Can I get something? And she said, oh, we can't sell that in Japan. Like, what did you think I was asking for? So then I looked. She was going to ask the pharmacist. I looked and I saw they had Tylenol, so I just bought that. That's what I've been taking, thinking it was an anti-inflammatory. Turns out it's not. So I went to the pharmacy last night. ChatGPT recommended anti-inflammatory NSAIDs, Loxamil. It's Loxamil, but they pronounce it Locosimilo or something. Locosimilo. Eve, which seems to be for women, and then something else. So I found Eve, and then I read it's marketed for women, so I didn't know, is it for menstrual pain or what? I mean, I have to pull over here to finish the story. So I'm looking around like, why can't I find this Loxamil? It's like, you know, it should be in the same section. looking at all these different aisles. I don't understand a damn thing. None of the signs, nothing. So many medications and labels and things that I had no idea what they were. So then I walked past the pharmacy section and I saw Luxamil in a glass case. So I asked ChatGPT, do I need to get it from the pharmacy? It said yes. I forget the reason why. They need to ask you questions to see if it interacts with medications or something. There was some reason that was given. Okay, well that would have been helpful information to tell me before you sent me on this wild goose chase. So I went to the counter, I asked, do you have Luxamil? She said yes. So she pulled out 2 little packages. One was Luxamil, the other was written in katakana. I was too lazy to try to read it. At first I thought she was telling me one was for inflammation. But then I realized she was speaking English. She had a mask. Then I realized she was saying they're the same thing. One is Luxamil. The other was just a generic formula from the pharmacy. So I said, okay, it was 12 tablets. He said, okay, can I get 2? Or do you have a bigger one? She said, no, this is the only size. So she pulled out 2, and then she pulled out this tablet. She's asking me all questions. Am I between 20 and 60? I said, no, I'm 65, but thanks for asking. Am I taking any other medication? There was so many questions. It was like an immigration interview or something. I mean, it was ridiculous. Really controlled substance and anti-inflammatory. Then the pharmacist came over. She asked me a couple questions. Then she told me how to take it. So that was my consultation for an anti-inflammatory drug, which you can buy just over the counter in the US. Alright, so I haven't taken anything yet today. I took one last night and I think it did help. You have to eat it. You have to take it after eating because it can upset your stomach. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to have breakfast and then go to the supermarket and then go to my massage appointment, and there will be a lunch at some point somewhere. So that's today's video. See you in a bit. Breakfast is here. We got salmon and mackerel, rice with barley, tofu, miso soup, pickles. Supermarket doesn't open until 10. Well, at least they have a sign. When I first moved here, I was living in Toshimayan. There was a little supermarket, and there were no like signs or anything. There may have been like this little Japanese sign outside, but nothing like blocking the door. I just walked in and I realized they weren't open yet. But the automatic doors opened and everything. Nobody said anything to me. I was just like, whoops. So I walked back out. So another weird thing about Japan. Supermarket doesn't open until 10. Oh, here's 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven actually has what I want. I just get these probiotic drinks. They come in a pack of 6. So I'm just going to pick up some of those for my pre-breakfast. Alrighty, so I just took a taxi to the Seibu Shinjuku station and I just found a much shorter route. I used to walk all the way up to that end. There's an entrance that's a lot closer. So I'm going to try this when I leave today. I'm trying to cut down on my walking. It's so noisy here. Here's the entrance. Oh, right here. The nice thing about coming this way is I avoid all the tourists. There's a huge congestion of tourists on the street up here because it's kind of the entrance to Kabukicho. Alright, so I'm heading to Nogata. I'm early, my appointment's at 11. So I'm going to stop at Ville de France, have a little iced milk tea. I'm just waiting for the train. It looks like the next train is 9:54. It's starting to get a little warm, but the forecast was amended. Before I said it was going to go up to 92, now it's only 88 predicted. So it's going to be a little cooler today. This is the old Seibu Shinjuku train that I remember. It was yellow. For some reason the new ones are silver. Trying to record the conductor's announcement. They're funny. Sometimes they have really interesting ways of announcing the stops. So he had a really kind of nasal voice. Tsugiwa, Nogata, Nogata. But it was too noisy to hear. Alright, back to Nogata. I miss this place. It's Ville de France. The little neighborhood hangout. Such a cute little place. Just a bunch of old people hanging out, listening to French music. Watching everybody go by. Alright, so now I'm going to stop at this little senbei shop up here. Pick up some, I think they're called furoshiki. I hope I'm not confusing that with the diapers that those people wear in the festivals. But they're these really pretty little cloths that you can use for multiple purposes. Tie up your lunchbox, spread out on the table when you eat your lunch. So I'm going to get a couple for gifts. And here's the main street here in Nogata. It smells like kebab. There's a kebab shop here. And here's a furoshiki. Oh, wow, that was so good. They're so nice there. I actually feel a lot looser than when I first started coming here. So he does these really good stretches, and he just seems to know how everything is connected. Like he'll try to move my arm and my shoulder's tight, and then he goes somewhere else and works on that and then tries again. It's just so good. Amazing. So then when we finished, he uses his phone to talk to me. So he wrote that he wanted to do an adjustment. It was 1,100 yen extra. So like $7. So I said, sure. So he did chiropractic adjustment. I was afraid he was going to try to crack my neck, which I hate, and I just can't relax. So I told him I can't do that. But he was but as soon as I sat up, I just felt so much more erect, so straight. I feel so much better. So next week is my last week. Coming back for one more session. When I do massage, I kind of get bored after a while, but not here. This I could do for 3 hours. It's just so good. I don't know what it is. All right, so I'm done here in Nogata. I'm gonna go back. I see a train I'm missing here. I'm gonna go back to Shinjuku and see if there's anything I can find to eat near the Seibu Shinjuku station on my way back home. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. It's actually not too hot today. It's nice. Alright, so I just came out the north exit of Seibu Shinjuku station. And this is the 302 right here. It's so much closer to where I live. How did I just discover this? So I have a feeling I'm gonna find a restaurant on the way home. Sun is out, it's just got hot. This is so much closer. I go around the other way. There's the Scientology headquarters. You think I should go join a cult? I had no idea. So that's the Seibu Shinjuku tracks. This is the Chuo line here. Seibu Shinjuku tracks right back there, that green bridge. And this is Otakibashidori right up here. It's so close. Scientology. There's a medical clinic if I need a doctor. I don't know what I want to eat, but I feel like there might be some good curry or something around here. So let me take a look on this block. See what we can find. Actually, this is the street that I take to go to the station. There's a Turkish place here. You know, there's this place, these places where they stand in line. I don't know what they're lining up for. Here's Thai. There's one seat in there. check out this Turkish place. And I want to know what everybody's lined up for. Look at them, the line goes all the way back here. It's soba. Soba, udon. And this is curry. Let's look at this place. They have a mezza set. Kofte meatball set. This is a mystery something set. Kebab. Kebab set. No, it says it in English. Kofte. Daily special. It's a mystery stew. Doner kebab. Soup. Let's try that. Alright, I'm getting the mixed doner kebab with pita bread. Alright, we got some soup here. Not sure what it is, but it's good. Salad. Pita. Alright, so we got some meat with a little bit of rice. I feel like there should be some yogurt or something. It's good.
We're still doing without PC at my place, and basically
Alright, well that was good. Turkish people are so serious. So there was a woman who waited on me. Actually, her husband took the order. I'm assuming it was her husband. The man took the order. He was behind the counter. And then she served it. I guess she was cooking too. I don't know. But I smiled at her and she was just like... It's kind of weird speaking to, I don't know why, speaking to people from other countries in Japanese. I just assumed he spoke English, and I think he did because he said $9.50 when I left for my bill. But when I walked in, I said, order here. He pointed to the table. No smile. It's like no soup for you, guy. But the food was good. It was a really tiny little plate. I mean, you could have put it on a bigger plate and like threw some vegetables or something on it. I don't know where I am. I came down a different, I came the way that I go out, but I don't remember where to go here. I think right here. All right, so anyway, that was good. It's hot now. I'm lost. I don't know where the hell I am. So that was Friday morning here in Tokyo. Oh my God, where is my street? This is taking me too far. This neighborhood, I'm telling you. I understand the reason. It doesn't make it okay though. All right, here's my street. It's crazy. I don't know how anybody finds anything here. Like, look at how many different streets and paths there are. Somebody was telling me that 2 buildings could have the same address if they were built at the same time. All right, so I know where I am now. So I can formally end this video. I'm almost home, so I'm definitely not going to be back. No surprises. It's a nice breeze, but it's hot. People carry sun umbrellas, which is a good idea, just to keep it cooler. But I'm only here for another week, so I'm not going to buy a sun umbrella, and also holding an umbrella up isn't good for my arm problems. So I am going to miss my massage guy. I have no idea what his name is. It's a really nice group of people that work there. They're young. They have a bunch of oldies that go there and lie on the table and scream. I heard them say, "Matashita, see you tomorrow." So they asked me if I had insurance when I first went. And I said no. So I'm assuming Japanese insurance pays for this. And some of these old people go maybe every day for whatever problem they're having. It's so good. So I paid 10,000 yen today for also a chiropractic adjustment. So about $70, which I can find in the US, but not this quality. This is medical massage. I opened up my apartment this morning because it wasn't too hot. Now I'm going to regret it. It's going to be really hot. All right, so that's it. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching this fascinating show about my life in Tokyo right now and finding food. That's what I should just call it, finding food. Getting lost. All right, see you next time. Jane, bye-bye.